homicide investigations underway following the fatal shooting of a man in Elizabethton, Tennessee over the weekend. At around 2 p.m. on Saturday the 1st of April, a group of fishermen were travelling along the Watauga River when they spotted a man laying in the driveway of a property in the 100 block of Old Stony Creek Road. After calling out to the man to see if he needed help, they got closer and realised he was dead and contacted 911. The man's body appeared to have been there for days, and an autopsy confirmed that he died from a gunshot wound, and his death was ruled a homicide. The man's been identified as 63-year-old William Hitchcock Jr., and investigators said he lived at the residence where his body was found. The Carter County Sheriff's Office is following up on several leads, asking anyone who had contact with William to get in touch with them. No arrests have been made to date, as the investigation into the matter continues. Authorities are investigating the death of a man in Macon, Georgia over the weekend. At around 2:30 a.m. on Saturday the 1st of April, deputies responded to a home at 1031 Hall Street on reports of a disturbance and shots fired. When they arrived at the residence, they found 26-year-old D'Amico Flowers unresponsive with a gunshot wound, and he was pronounced dead at the scene. Investigators learnt that a group of people were fighting at the premises, and at some point during the altercation, shots were fired and D'Amico was fatally struck. No suspects have been named and no arrests have been made to date. Last year, D'Amico was convicted of aggravated domestic assault stemming from an incident in 2020. D'Amico's 16-year-old brother Hakeem Flowers was killed in similar circumstances last year. At 11 p.m. on the 20th of June, he attended a gathering at a vacant lot in the 2300 block of Mason Street, when an argument erupted and multiple shots were fired. A man and a woman were struck and hospitalised, however Hakeem died at the scene. 29-year-old Keandra Hubbard was arrested and charged with Hakeem's murder. He was also charged with aggravated assault and possession of a firearm during a commission of a felony in connection to that incident. He was booked into the Bibb County Jail without bond. It's unclear whether any of these incidents have any connection to D'Amico's death. The investigation into the matter continues. A 27-year-old woman is facing charges after she allegedly repeatedly sexually assaulted a 13-year-old boy in Green Bay, Wisconsin. On Friday the 24th of March, Caitlin Scarr was arrested after a woman went to the police that afternoon, stating that Caitlin was having sexual relations with her son. The woman said that she found that her son was having intercourse with Caitlin and that her son was upset. The boy said that Caitlin was harassing him and threatening to have people beat him up as well. Caitlin and the boy met because she's a neighbour of the boy's aunt. When they first met, Caitlin gave the boy some cookies and asked if he wanted to puff on a vape. The boy said that she told Caitlin that he was 13 years old. Still, she texted him and used Facebook Messenger to talk about cuddling, holding hands and watching movies. The conversations elevated to Caitlin telling the boy that he was making her horny and began sending explicit videos of herself. The boy went to Caitlin's apartment, where she offered him marijuana and they both had sex in her bedroom. After 2 more sexual encounters, Caitlin became upset with the boy after he didn't answer her video calls and said he cheated on her. Caitlin said he didn't know what cheating was because he was only 16 years old and proceeded to threaten him. She apologised the next day and said she wasn't trying to go to jail. Caitlin admitted to police that she had sexual contact with the 13-year-old boy multiple times, while claiming she thought the teen was 16. The age of consent in Wisconsin is 18. Caitlin is charged with repeated acts of sexual assault of a child and child enticement. She's held at the Brown County Jail and a bond is set at $10,000. If convicted, she faces up to 65 years in prison.